Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our third blog. I guess this is a vlog, big blog. I'll get it right one of these days. Today's subject is managing information security in a downturn. That's a downturn economy. We've had a number of blogs discussing dealing with situations when the economy is in the shape that it's in today. We want to kind of continue on that and move into how do we actually tweak or manage our business as well as our personal careers on this. First of all, we need to recognize that the threats from the outside have increased. They're up about 40%. We also need to realize that as threats increase from the outside, they're also increasing from the inside. And why is that? People, when they're scared, when they're disgruntled, when they know that something is going on within their company, have a tendency to try to protect themselves. Statistics show that up to 60% of people in companies that are facing either bankruptcy, mergers, or trimming of the workforce have admitted to stealing company data, company IP. This gives them an advantage in their minds when they are job seeking, and they get something to offer when they're trying to find a new type of employment. We need to be cognizant that that insider threat goes up very, very high. Now, also we have elevated crime threats along with these increased external threats, internal threats, disgruntled employees, and then that's the staff turnover. We need to be thinking about how to deal with situations, not on how we handle problems in the past, or phase one thinking as we call it, but looking ahead, because you may be in a very unique situation. Solving your problems with what is known as phase two thinking with different solutions is a real new challenge for you. Now, those companies that are going to be surviving and operating later this year, next year, or within the next couple of years, are fighting right now to survive. Thriving to survive. Now, if they're going to do that, they're going to be, in many cases, reinventing themselves, which means they're going to be changing their business practices. When they change their business practices, they change their systems, they change the way they manage data, they have different kinds of data, they're doing things differently. Are you involved in that loop? Does your management, does the senior reps in your organization understand that you need to be involved in that, because all of a sudden they have greatly increased their risk profile? All companies, and you've been a part of this, operate pursuant to an established profile on their risk. Now, anytime you make changes of this magnitude, particularly if you're downsizing a security force, you have greatly just increased the risk. They need to be aware of what happened if they send you home, or they send your partner home in the security world. Now also, you need to update your security plan. I know that's a favorite thing that you do, is going back and rewriting the documentation over and over again on the security plans. It's all part of a necessary piece of that job. So we need now to learn how to manage down to the potential greater impact of the instances. The data that you have in a competitive environment is even more important today than it was perhaps 6 months to a year ago. If you're going to survive, you have got to make sure that you're aware of just how important your data is. Look beyond your historical data. Develop and rehearse responses to data losses for a wide range of events. We don't really know what's going to happen, but you can be assured that if history repeats itself, and if we've learned anything, it's going to become increasingly more difficult to keep up with that. So, keep up with your business change, plan for uncertainty, because it will be there, and then prepare and get ready for change. Now, ladies and gentlemen, on our next vlog, we're going to reveal the full results of our recent member career survey and recipients of the prizes. for participating in that survey. We had almost 3,000 people that participated, and we got some very, very interesting information that I know you're going to love to hear. So once again, thanks for watching today, and I look forward to talking to you next week.